The paramedic said he bled out in under 4 minutes. I counted 3 entry wounds, but it was the absence that chilled me. No shooter, no gun, and not a single lock tampered with. A sealed room, a dead man, and nothing but questions echoing off the drywall. I am Detective Drayk. And that morning, the air felt staged, like a photograph trying too hard to look candid. The door was bolted from the inside. The windows latched tight. No basement, no crawl space. The killer didn't enter, but someone died all the same. I walked through the scene slowly, taking in the quiet. The body was slumped over a glass coffee table, shattered like spun sugar. Blood pooled wide, yet evenly, meaning no struggle, just a quick execution, efficient. The kind of thing you don't do unless you've done it before. On the kitchen counter, 2 mugs, both still warm, 1 lipstick stained, 1 clean. That was my first hint. We weren't looking for a break-in. We were looking for a guest. The victim, Leonard Pace, corporate auditor, clean record, divorced, 2 kids he rarely saw. He lived like a man expecting no company. But someone had been expected and welcomed. No sign of forced entry, no prints but his, and yet his Glock, the one he kept locked in his desk drawer, was gone. That drawer hadn't been forced either. It had been opened with the key, which was still in his front pocket, which meant one thing. Either he handed it over willingly, or someone took it off him while he was still breathing. I sat in his worn leather chair, the indent still warm from his body. From this spot, I could see the hallway mirror, angled just right. That's when I noticed it. A trace of red smudge on the frame. Lipstick, same shade as the mug. It wasn't visible from the door. Someone had stood there, watching him die. The twist came from a neighbor's doorbell cam. A woman left the building 30 minutes before the body was discovered, but she never came in. She was already inside. That meant one thing. She had a key. I had to consider the possibility that this wasn't murder. Not exactly. Maybe Leonard gave her the gun. Maybe he asked her to pull the trigger. A man can be murdered long before the blood hits the floor. But there was something else. Tucked behind a bookshelf was a stack of letters, never sent, each addressed to the same name, S. Donnelly, Samantha Donnelly, former fiancée, disappeared 8 years ago, presumed dead. Her case, mine. That's when the silence of the room shifted. It wasn't just sealed from the outside, it was sealed in time. A shrine to regret, to a promise broken. I left the scene with more than evidence. I left with a question that hadn't been asked yet. What happens when a ghost comes back? Not for revenge, but to finish what they started. There are crimes of passion, crimes of opportunity, and then there are crimes that haunt you because they were never meant to be solved, just relived. All doors were locked, but sometimes the ones that matter most never were.